Alrighty. So, I completely forgot to set up the stream and everything because I forgot that I was going to be doing live news. But here we are. It literally just came out a minute ago, so we're not late or anything like that. They are doing early maintenance on this one. So it looks like it's going to be about 2 hours early, but it looks like it's a 4-hour maintenance, which is pretty crazy. I think that's one of the longer maintenances that they've planned without doing any sort of delays. So that's kind of weird, but it's, understandable. This is a pretty big update from my understanding. So 4-hour maintenance, 2 hours early. So I guess just adjust accordingly. I think for me, that'll be 1 a.m. when it comes out Tuesday. So we should be doing a live stream for that. That should be a lot of fun. If you want to, come by and hang out. It'll be a lot of chill time, just summoning and everything like that. So yeah, obviously we are getting the Grand Cross and ReZero collaboration, which should be pretty cool. I'm really excited for this one because I'm currently watching the show. I know I've said that a couple of times already, but yeah, JP and Korea have already gotten this collaboration and everything like that. So I think a lot of people have already seen what this update kind of has to offer. But yeah, it's finally coming to global. A lot of people I've seen are really going to try to go for 6/6 on Amelia because of her ultimate and everything like that. And I think that's a pretty cool play. I'm not the biggest Amelia fan, but I think that's a smart move. She has a really good ultimate. She has a really good kit in general. And then as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that's weird is that they gave Subaru the shaft on this one, and they didn't put him in the collab as a playable character, which is very unfortunate. So that kind of sucks. But then again, if you've watched the show, I guess you can kind of understand why Subaru isn't really a playable character. It kind of makes sense. So complete special missions to have ROM join your adventure guaranteed. So they are giving away a free copy of ROM, which is really good. They gave her away on JP, so I couldn't really see them changing that up at all or anything like that. So yeah, it looks like we have a cool little infographic here. Amelia, Beatrice, Rim, and Rom reach 600 loyalty points to select and acquire one of the 4 new heroes. And if you remember in the dev notes that they gave out, the closest to this one, before it, they said that this should be the update and collaboration where we're going to be able to go through the entire thing. If you make it to the 600 loyalty points and you spend 600 diamonds to get through the entire thing, they should give you 100 diamonds back per completion of a rotation. So if you're able to get through the whole thing, you're basically doing it for 500 gems instead of 600 because they're going to reimburse you a little bit on that. So that'll be really cool. They've got pictures of their skills and everything like that. I don't think these are super necessary. I think this is going to be one of the last few banners or big collabs or anything like that we're going to get before we're sort of caught up with JP and Korea. So this might want to be one of the few times where we'll actually not really care too much about seeing this kind of stuff because we've mainly already seen it if you keep up with the JP and Korean versions of the game. So yeah. It says right here, you obtain them from the draw and then get diamonds back when you reach 600 loyalty points. So just like we were just saying. New events, special collab check-in. It looks like they're going to be giving away 10 collab tickets, which is nice because that's one free pull for everybody, which is kind of nice because, there might be people who aren't able to summon on this, or maybe they're just skipping this. And if you're really lucky, you might be able to pull one of the collab units off of that. So that's pretty cool. ReZero Bingo now available. Complete the bingo board to get Rom and Amelia's costumes. So it looks like they are going to be giving away a few free costumes. I'm kind of hoping they give one for at least each of the characters instead of just those 2. That would be kind of nice, but I don't know for sure. ReZero collab celebration events. We're getting the check-in event, of course, the special missions, of course. We're getting a world quest, which is sort of like a story mode sort of thing. We just had one with the Stranger Things, and I think it went pretty well, if I'm not mistaken. I had a little bit of fun with it. You get some free diamonds and stuff like that. The exchange shop was a little weird because you had to farm it quite a bit just to get all of the little poster paper things that you needed to exchange for most of the good stuff in the shop. So I wasn't really a big fan of how grindy it was, especially because you were basically just grinding it for those like exchange materials. There wasn't a whole lot of other reason to really go for it, which I think was maybe not the best, but it was fine either way. It was fun to go through the first time either way. There's some story stuff with like the 7 Deadly Sins cast and the collaboration units and stuff, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be the same thing. 7 Deadly Sins ReZero Decisive Battle, so they have it with the P. I've seen it spelled with P or G, or P or B, but Betelgeuse is how I've heard it said in the dub. So the deathmatch and exchange shop for him is coming. Special bingo event, King's upgrade materials exchange event. They've pretty much done one of these for the past like 4 months for us because we've just constantly had something good going on. Boosting events, so the normal kind of stuff there. We've pretty much had all of this stuff going on for several months at this point as well. New title, RE Britannia, so that'll be kind of nice to get. They are, okay, so we're actually getting Final Boss Jericho and Gila, which is kind of cool. Unfortunately, it's literally just like the Trio of Troublemakers one, where they don't get new costumes or anything like that, which really sucks. It's literally just going to be like, hey, you know, do it and get rewards and stuff like that. There's no good costumes, I think, which really sucks because I really like Jericho, and I think Gila could have a really cool final boss outfit as well, but that's just not what they're doing. They're going to end up giving them like, I think it's one of the like knighthood bundle outfits or whatever. I can't remember exactly what they're called, like Holy Knight costumes. So we are going to be getting, this is going to start for global only, because we missed out on so many of the Tower of Trials. We are getting our season 5 starting with this update, which is really nice because it's going to give us a lot of the like the extra materials and diamonds and the Super Awakening coins that we've missed out on the global edition of the game. So I'm really happy about that. And most of the time, like although the higher floors on these can be pretty difficult, if you're far enough in the game to where you can really do a lot of the Tower of Trials stuff, more often than not you can end up finding a way to sort of get through these. And I think I like this way of doing Tower of Trials a lot better, because from my understanding, the newer Tower of Trials, it's taking them a long time to add new floors and stuff like that to it, which is very disappointing in my opinion. So yeah, I don't know. I like all of these like Super Awakening coins as rewards. They have a good amount of diamonds and just other materials in general. Like this seems like the ideal way to do it. I don't know why they wanted to revamp it so much, but yeah, I guess nice that we're getting those. We should be continuing to get those moving forward. I hope. Hopefully they're not going to do any more downtime between seasons for us. Maybe. Hoping not. Details, as stated in the previous notice, the Tower of Trials Season 5 will be opened separately from the new Tower of Trials, able to get the Tower Conqueror title through this mode. So if you don't have the Tower Conqueror title, which I can't remember exactly what all of the sort of whatchamacallits are, like I can't remember what all the challenges are for this specifically, but if you don't have it, I would recommend doing it. I think you have to like fail on the first floor or fail X amount of times on one stage or something along those lines for some of these. So if you want to go for that, I definitely recommend doing it now while we can, because once we run through all these reruns, I don't know if you're going to be able to get that title anymore, or if they're just going to end up reworking it or something. I'm not really sure. Able to enter through the relevant icon in the tavern lobby. So it looks like in the tavern, we'll probably have this icon in like the top left or something like that. So that'll be pretty cool. New costume sets for the 7 Deadly Sins ReZero collab heroes. New collab bundles, of course. They pretty much always do these. It looks like we're going to be having another one of these like guaranteed SSR tickets, which I don't know, these are really hit or miss. So if you want to buy these, I know a lot more people are definitely interested in this collab over the Stranger Things collab. So if you're wanting to try to get dupes of Amelia or just the characters in general, I guess this isn't a bad value, but remember it's like $24 or so US to buy this, and it's a completely random collab unit. So you could end up getting Rom, which is the free unit, which I mean, you might want dupes of her, I guess, maybe, but I don't know. I would be I would be a little upset if I bought this $24 ticket and I ended up getting the unit that I already got for free. That's just me personally. Obviously they've got, you know, diamond bundles and etc. So guaranteed collab SSR bundle, diamond bundle 1 and 2, collab celebration costume enhanced bundle, which looks like this one, and then diamond shop bonuses, which is I think it's pretty much just like the festival bundles and stuff like that, where if you buy the diamonds straight up, you get tickets corresponding to which bundle you buy. So if you buy the $80 bundle or whatever, which is like the highest one, they give you, I think it's 66 tickets or something like that, 66 or 65 tickets maybe, and then I think they give you 100 tickets, and then there's like a $40 bundle where they give you 30 tickets or something along those lines, and then one of the lower tier bundles gives you tickets as well, but not as many. So knighthood competition schedule, I never really know what they're doing with these because I don't really pay attention to this kind of stuff, to be honest. Increased participants, it looks like the top 14 knighthoods, I don't know, total of 56 knighthoods can now participate in Guild Wars, it looks like. So that's kind of cool, I think. System changes. Lifesteal skill balance adjustments adjusted the value of the single target lifesteal effect. It's going from 20% to 40% on rank 1, 30 to 60% on rank 2, and then 40% to 100% of the damage on rank 3, and then ultimate moves are going to go from 40% to 100% respectively. So that is actually kind of interesting. It looks like it's going to affect these specific heroes. None of them are super relevant. Maybe Red Melascula might get a little bit better for the Assault Mode Meliodas teams. I don't know that people really use Denzel all that much at the moment, but he might be kind of interesting. Red Slater, my main man, he actually does really good in some PvE scenarios, so that might be kind of cool to have his lifesteal do a little bit more, but the rest of these I really don't think are super relevant. We are getting engraving UR gear for all of these heroes. I'm actually very tempted to make UR gear for Rim, just because I think she's a really fun character, and that's saying a lot because I so far have not built a UR set for any of the collab heroes at all. So the fact that I'm tempted to build one for her is kind of like a testament to how good she is. But I don't know, I still might not do it. I really don't know. It's just UR gear is a really weird thing where you kind of want to build UR gear like on a character that has multiple units, so you can get more use out of the set. And these collab units, obviously, like there's probably not ever going to be another Rim unit that I can use that sort of gear on. So it's just it's like me investing a whole bunch of materials into one gear set for just one singular unit, which, I mean, you know, I'm sure there are heroes and units and stuff like that in the game that people do that for already, but I don't know, it's just always been like a value thing for me. Like, am I gonna get enough value out of this to really invest in one character? But she's really cool, so I might end up doing it for her. Draw edition, it looks like they are going to be adding Denzel to the part 2 ticket, the human draw tickets, and then the actual like human draw like regular tickets. Like, these are the race draw tickets, and then this is the human draw ticket. Honestly, they need to buff these human draw tickets. It's like a 1% chance to get an SSR on these, which doesn't make any sense at all. Like, they should be giving these out either way more with a 1% rate, or they should be giving out these tickets at the same rate and increasing the rate on it. You know what I mean? Because like, these are super useless. I think I've only pulled one SSR ever on these tickets, and it was like a Red Hauser, which I already have 6/6, so it really didn't matter that I pulled him anyway. So obviously a lot of the 30 mil download celebration stuff is going to be ending. So if you don't have Lolly Merlin or Festival Merlin or whatever you're calling her nowadays, you may want to try to grab her while you can if you're super interested in her. If not, I completely understand. She's not the greatest unit to go for, but she's kind of meta relevant at the moment. A lot of the other sort of things with the Stranger Things collab and everything like that is going to be ending, as well as the 30 mil download celebration sort of events and everything. And then there's going to be some bundles that are going to be ending and getting replaced with the new ReZero collab stuff. So honestly, pretty good update. I think this will be a really fun one. I really enjoyed a lot of the stuff with the Stranger Things collab. Like the raid was pretty fun. It really didn't take too much to actually get all the stuff out of the exchange shop for it. So really, if you ran the raid for like maybe like the first like I don't know, 5-6 days. You could pretty much clear out the shop if you were doing it with a friend pretty easily. So I really didn't touch it much after that, and I'm assuming that the raid for the new one will be about the same. But the story content seems kind of cool, and you know, just the characters in general on this one I feel like are going to be a lot more fun and interesting and sort of meta relevant maybe. Like the unknown race team is going to be very big in the meta with these characters coming out. So yeah, this should be a lot of fun. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Because we're doing live, I'm going to let you guys sort of ask any sort of questions that you want to really quick. We'll take a couple of it, and then we'll end this thing off. So do we have any questions in the chat? Sorry, by the way, when I do this, I try to go through the entire news first, so that way I can ask questions at the end, because if I sort of answer questions and stuff like that in chat, I feel like it'll take forever to get through this whole thing. I'm actually pretty excited for this one. This one is actually going to be a lot of fun. The fact that they're doing an early maintenance is like really nice. Pretty early maintenance. It's going to last for a while though, so make sure you get your sort of like dailies and stuff done tomorrow earlier than you normally would, or else you might end up missing out on those. So already having the JP collab on JP answered a lot of my questions. I completely understand that. I think it's I think we're pretty much good as far as a lot of this sort of info goes. Like, I don't think there's a whole lot here that you really need to worry about, that you pretty much already know from, you know, the previous sort of experience. I feel bad for people who summoned on the Stranger Things. Honestly, knowing what I know now, the Stranger Things collab really, like, it really would have been best to just go one rotation and get 11 and then completely dip out. I did 2 rotations because I wanted to have every unit, and the fact that I went through the second rotation just to get a copy of Will, and I ended up getting so many copies of Mike, Mike is just the biggest letdown I've ever seen. I'm just so disappointed in Mike. Absolutely awful. Is it tonight? I haven't looked at anything yet. So it's going to be tomorrow night, but they're doing early maintenance. So for me, normally the maintenance is going to end around 3 a.m., but this maintenance is going to end a little bit early. It looks like it's 2 hours earlier than their normal maintenance time. So for me, it'll end around 1 a.m., but it's a 4-hour maintenance. So I think it's going to start a little bit earlier than it normally does as well. It was weird. I skipped. Yeah, I don't know. The Stranger Things collab was just kind of like the characters weren't super interesting as far as like meshing with the 7 Deadly Sins sort of universe goes. Like, I guess it was interesting, but it didn't really fit very well. People who summon on the Stranger Things are screwed now because they might not be able to go for the ReZero banner. Yeah, I think it was just kind of like the novelty of the whole thing, maybe. Like, people were just super interested in, like, hey, like, these units are interesting. Like, like, this is a weird collab. I want to get these characters, maybe. I'm not really sure what the thought process was on this. Came out of nowhere, interested in me enough. Yeah, I think a lot of people, like, from what I've seen online, like, I follow the like gotcha gaming like subreddit on Reddit, and whenever they posted about that collab, everybody on there was like, why are they doing that of all things? So I mean, I think a lot of people were really like confused, so I definitely understand that. Still don't know if I want to summon or wait for Zeldris. It's a tough call. I feel like if you're not interested in running the unknown team, or you don't think you're going to get enough use out of these characters, maybe, I would say if you really like using the Assault Mode Meliodas team, which I really do, I think if I was just a regular player, which I'm not going to try to go for like any sort of like crazy ultimate levels, if I can get all 4 of the characters pretty early, I'll probably end up dipping out of the banner. But I definitely want at least the 1 copy of each of them, but I would like to try and save up so that way I can make sure that I can summon on the Zeldris banner, because I'm really into the Assault Mode Meliodas team. Definitely the novelty of having a Netflix show pop up. Yeah, I think that was kind of weird, but I think that kind of has its own value for some people. I mean, some people really like the idea of the Stranger Things collab. When I heard it was coming, I thought it was a joke, but geez, if this can get a collab, I have hope for High School DxD. High School DxD would be a hilarious collab. And yeah, I remember when they first data mined the Stranger Things collab, it was really like, people were like, I don't really understand this. Like, a lot of people were really like, I don't think this is real. Can't wait for Rim, dude. Yeah, Rim's gonna be crazy. 2 collab banner events in a row. Yeah, I really don't like that. These 2 are going to be back to back, and we literally have just had 3 festivals in a row, and we're going to get the Zeldris festival pretty much right after this. It's such a crazy time to be on the game right now. It's honestly kind of like off-putting. Like, I think if we would have known what was coming at this point, you maybe would have wanted to skip certain festivals. Like, you could probably have skipped the Assault Mode Meliodas festival completely, and because he was the only new character on the banner, and just went for the Zeldris banner, because with the Zeldris banner, he's on it. You can get Zeldris and you can get Chandler, so those 3 units being new to you on that one banner, I think would be enough value to really make it a lot better. So yeah, I think the Zeldris banner would definitely be better to go for in hindsight, but you never know with this kind of game. Like, they could come out with a new banner right after Zeldris that benefits Escanor, or the Escanor's on that banner, or whatever the case may be, and you know, it's crazy. Your dog is always sleepy. Yeah, he's chilling. He's just having a good time. Wish the banner had these guys leveled up already. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of surprised they didn't say anything about that. I was actually wondering about that myself, but it doesn't look like they're going to be doing the level 80 UR on this one, which is kind of weird, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. I already have a bunch of materials saved up for this either way, but yeah, I don't know. It is kind of nice to just go ahead and grab the unit and not have to worry about the lower tier stuff. Just having to Super Awaken is kind of nice, which Super Awakening is kind of the biggest deal. Like, I don't feel like a lot of the other stuff is really all that hard to do anymore, but that's just kind of me. I think that's going to be it, though. I think we're going to call it here. I don't want this sort of to be too super long, because we're already over 20 minutes. So yeah, like I said, we are going to be doing a live stream tomorrow for the actual like summons and everything like that for itself. So we should be doing summoning as soon as the patch goes live. You guys can feel free to come by and hang out. It should be a lot of fun. Other than that, though, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I will see you guys either tomorrow or in my next video. So I'll see you then.